ABSA Bank Zambia PLC. Motorists are advised that major routes across Lusaka will be closed for the ABSA Marathon from midnight on Saturday, 6th September until 11 a.m. on the same day. This is in fulfillment of the World Athletics requirement for full route closure for certified marathons. Please take precautions, follow the diversion signs, and plan your day carefully. Your story matters. ABSA.
For in-depth news coverage from across Zambia, local and national news, business, politics, and sports, this is the Sun FM News, brought to you by ABSA. Your story matters.
The news.
Hello and welcome to our news. Take a look at the stories making headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema has called on newly appointed ambassadors to prioritize investment and trade initiatives that directly benefit the Zambian people. Energy Minister Makozo Chikote has assured that the ongoing power shortage will be resolved, revealing that a strategy is already underway to tackle the problem, with official updates expected by 21st September 2025. The Food Reserve Agency FRA has purchased 1,002,025 metric tons of non-genetically modified Grade A white maize from farmers across Zambia as of August 31st, 2025. Chipolopolo players Frankie Musonda and Kelvin Kampamba have been ruled out of Monday's Group E FIFA World Cup qualifier against Morocco, set for the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium in Ndola due to injury. Join me with the details shortly.
The news. 88.5 Sun FM.
With the news, my name is Mwema Shanshima. President Hakainde Hichilema has called on newly appointed ambassadors to prioritize investment and trade initiatives that directly benefit the Zambian people. Speaking at State House during the presentation of letters of credence from diplomats representing 9 countries, President Hichilema stressed that diplomatic roles should go beyond ceremonial functions and serve as engines for economic transformation. He reiterated that Zambia is open for business and urged the envoys to actively promote the country as a hub for investment, innovation, and sustainable partnerships. The president reaffirmed his administration's commitment to creating a conducive environment for trade and development, underscoring the importance of international cooperation in unlocking Zambia's full potential. President Hichilema also expressed concern over the global economic disruptions triggered by the ongoing war in Europe, noting its adverse impact on both African and European nations. He emphasized that the conflict has undermined the fundamental right to trade, with ripple effects felt across global economies. He warned that such geopolitical tensions pose significant challenges for developing countries like Zambia, which depend on stable international markets and partnerships to fuel growth. The president has since urged the ambassadors to acknowledge these realities and work collaboratively to build resilient trade and investment frameworks capable of withstanding global shocks.
It is important that we continue cooperating for development at that level. Therefore, investments, opportunities that we present will be probably one of the high-ticket areas that we'll expect from you, that you'll drive investment opportunities here, trade opportunities that your country's investors, of course governments, investors, business communities, individuals can exploit in our country for mutual benefit. For mutual benefit. I really believe that's what should be occupying your work Monday to Friday, even over the weekends. We have opportunities in energy here. We have a growing economy. And thank you for your support. Most of you, as we were going through the debt restructuring, the EU, very supportive, all of your countries. We appreciate that support.
The ambassadors reaffirmed their country's commitment to strengthening ties. Serbia emphasized deepening its historical partnership, referencing landmark projects like Findeco House and Mulungushi Conference Center, while Ireland highlighted a doubling of investment in Zambia and expressed optimism for continued growth. And Czech Republic announced a strategic shift in foreign policy toward Africa, pledging support in health and humanitarian sectors. Furthermore, Palestine thanked President Hichilema for solidarity during times of war, whereas Chad expressed intent to build stronger trade relations. And Venezuela committed to working with Zambia on global conflict resolution based on shared values. Ningakro called for cooperation in tourism, energy and agriculture, anchored in mutual dignity, as New Zealand aims to expand collaboration, especially in dairy production, and Denmark pledged to enhance ties through the European Union, focusing on trade and investment. Copperbelt Minister Elisha Matambo has raised concern over ZESCO Limited's failure to adhere to its published load management schedule, warning that the utility's inconsistency is casting government in a negative light. Speaking during a visit by Energy Minister Makozo Chikote en route to Tazama Energies in Ndola, Mr. Matambo said that while the public understands the broader causes of load shedding, ZESCO's deviation from the timetable is severely disrupting business operations and daily routines. He revealed that the majority of complaints received by his office relate to ZESCO's failure to stick to the schedule, adding that unpredictability of power outages is affecting livelihoods and productivity across the Copperbelt. Mr. Matambo urged Minister Chikote to engage ZESCO and ensure the utility provides a reliable and consistent timetable to help citizens plan their activities more effectively. He also noted that Zambia has rallied almost exclusively on hydroelectric power for over 6 decades, underscoring the need for improved energy management.
That this is the biggest complaint which my province has. ZESCO failing to stick to their schedule. You saw my MP in Chingola went to ZESCO offices. So it's the whole province where we're having that problem. Maybe you try and sit down with them. Find out why are they failing to stick to the schedule which they have given the people. Because if you say we will be giving you electricity from this time to this time, and people will also program their business, their way of doing things according to that schedule. So that is the issue which is here. With fuel, things are back to normal. And everyone is happy to see fuel, the prices getting stable, going down. ZESCO. There is a problem.
In response, Energy Minister Makozo Chikote acknowledged the concerns and assured that the matter would receive the necessary attention. He confirmed that the complaints were not new and that a plan is already in place to address the issue, with formal announcements expected by 21st September 2025.
In terms of the schedule, Honorable Minister, we have taken, the body has heard. We are going to make sure that in all our provinces, the ZESCO have to perform, fairly, and we need to stick to our activities. So on that one, it's our baby, all of us, and definitely we are going to have a chat with the regional manager here, because tomorrow, Honorable Minister, I'm also visiting a solar plant in Kitwe to appreciate so far what the private sector are also contributing. Because in terms of addressing the power deficit, it's a combination of players, both from the government side and also the private players' participation.
The Food Reserve Agency FRA has purchased 1,200,025 metric tons of non-genetically modified Grade A white maize as of August 31st, 2025. In a press release, FRA Acting Executive Director Justin Chunka said the acquisition reflects the agency's commitment to supporting local farmers and strengthening national food security. The total purchase translates to approximately 24,504,300 bags of maize, each weighing 50 kilograms. To facilitate the process, FRA operated 1,586 satellite depots nationwide, ensuring farmers had widespread access to sell their produce. The agency will continue buying surplus maize to replenish the national strategic food reserves, with all depots remaining open until designated crops are fully purchased. FRA has urged farmers to sell excess maize through official depots while reserving enough for household consumption, emphasizing the importance of balancing personal needs with national interests. Indian High Commissioner and Special Representative to COMESA Alok Rajan Jha has reaffirmed India's long-standing partnership with Zambia during a courtesy call on the Ministry of Mines and Minerals Development. Mr. Jha highlighted the historic ties between the two nations, which span over 150 years and extended beyond sector-specific cooperation. He reminded the minister of a memorandum of understanding signed over 5 years ago, which provides for the training of 170 Zambians in lapidary skills to enhance value addition in the mining sector. The High Commissioner also thanked the Zambian government for granting land exploitation rights in Kasempa to the Geological Survey Institute of India. A team of Indian geologists will operate in the area for 3 years to help unlock Zambia's mineral wealth and create jobs.
Organization is coming here over the next 3 years. Government of Zambia has very kindly allotted us 9,000 square kilometers of land in Kasempa district for exploration and mapping. And the project is going to start from 15 September. The first team will arrive. So there'll be short teams of about 6 people each coming over the next 3.5 years. And so that's a project.
Okay.
In response, Mines and Minerals Development Minister Paul Kabuswe pledged to leverage affordable and adaptable Indian technologies to boost Zambia's mining sector. Mr. Kabuswe reiterated his administration's commitment to value addition and affordable working capital to drive sector growth. On the issue of Vendetta, he praised efforts to revive KCM with particular focus on the Konkola Deep Mining Project. He also commended Vendetta's investment in the 8.2 million kwacha Chililabombwe Road project, which aims to improve infrastructure in the area. The Bank of Zambia has attributed the nationwide shortage of 5 kwacha coins to delays in converting compared to banknotes. According to the central bank, commercial banks have been slower in collecting coins for distribution, resulting in limited circulation. Speaking during the Bank of Zambia's online program, Manager for Current Front Office Operations, Patrick Piri, assured the public that the situation is expected to stabilize. He said measures have been implemented to accelerate the circulation of 2 kwacha and 5 kwacha coins, including partnerships with NatSave Bank and Zambia Industrial Commercial Bank, ZICB, which are deliberately issuing coins as change to individuals and businesses. Mr. Piri also announced the commencement of the withdrawal of old series 100 kwacha and 50 kwacha banknotes. Effective 1st September 2025, banks and ATMs have ceased issuing the outdated notes.
Is quite slow compared to banknote conveyancing, because banknotes are lighter, they can easily be moved from one area to another, so their velocity is very easy. But for coins, imagine just to get 5 kwacha coins, just one packet with 1,000 coins, I can hardly lift it. So you find the banks, the rate at which the banks are getting the coins from the Bank of Zambia to distribute to their clients is a bit slower than the rate at which they're getting the banknotes. Okay. So slowly with time, you will see that this will ease out, and we're going to have enough 5 kwachas and 2 kwachas in circulation.
Northwestern Provincial Health Director Dr. Lakson Chidikita has announced that the Ministry of Health will soon implement administrative changes affecting several district health directors. Dr. Chidikita cited persistent concerns over poor work attitudes among some health workers, which continue to undermine the ministry's operations. He acknowledged that the government is aware of public complaints regarding service delivery in the province and emphasized the need for responsive leadership. He explained that the upcoming administrative realignments are designed to ensure that health services reflect the expectations and needs of the people, adding that the ministry is committed to restoring public confidence in the healthcare system.
DPS, we also have got our own internal issues as health workers. The issues of attitude, it still haunts us. There has been cries from members of the public. You may wish to know that over the previous week or so, there has been a lot of work being done in the background, and we will be seeing a number of changes in our DHOs. People will be coming to your office to complain why they have been removed from here, but I think it's part of administrative and strategic alignments that we are going to do to ensure that the provision of health services is in line with the desires of our people.
This is Sun FM TV and radio. We'll take a break. When we return, we have more in sports news.
La Zambia, you did it! The ABSA Marathon is officially sold out. 7,000 elite and social runners from Zambia and beyond are ready to tell their story on the 6th of September. But this race is bigger than just running. Together with World Vision, we're fighting menstrual poverty to keep thousands of girls in schools. Visit absamarathonzambia.co.zm and click on the Mzinga World Vision Challenge. Your story matters. ABSA.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. And in sports news, Chipolo Polo players Frankie Musonda and Kelvin Kampamba have been ruled out of Monday's Group E FIFA World Cup qualifier against Morocco set for the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium in Ndola due to injury. Bahrain-based Musonda and Zesco United's Kapamba were initially part of the squad, but after medical assessment were exempted from the Morocco assignment. Coach Avram Grant has trimmed the squad to 26 and is expected to wind up with 24 players in the final stages of preparations. FAS Media has confirmed that other players that have fallen through are Abraham Siankombo, Saddam Piri, Mwenya Chibwe, and Kilan Kanguluma. Meanwhile, all the players called for duty have arrived, giving the technical bench the full complement of arsenals summoned for the Morocco assignment. Zambia hosts Morocco on Monday at the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium in Ndola in a Group E FIFA World Cup qualifier. Chipolopolo are currently third in Group E on 6 points, 9 points behind leaders Morocco, and Tanzania are second on 9 points. And on that sporting item ends our news. Thank you for staying with us. But before we go, we do take a recap of the stories making headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema has called on newly appointed ambassadors to prioritize investment and trade initiatives that directly benefit the Zambian people. Energy Minister Makozo Chikote has assured that the ongoing power shortage will be resolved, revealing that a strategy is already underway to tackle the problem, with official updates expected by 21st September 2025. The Food Reserve Agency FRA has purchased 1,025,215 metric tons of non-genetically modified grade A white maize from farmers across Zambia as of August 31st, 2025. And finally, in sports news, Chipolopolo players Frankie Msonda and Kelvin Kampamba have been ruled out of Monday's Group E FIFA World Cup qualifier against Morocco, set for the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium in Ndola due to injury. Thank you so much for joining us. On behalf of the entire news crew and production team, my name is Mwema Shanshima. Do stay tuned to Sun FM TV and radio. God bless.
Sun FM.
This is a public service announcement from ABSA Bank Zambia PLC. Motorists are advised that major routes across Lusaka will be closed for the ABSA Marathon from midnight on Saturday, 6th September until 11 a.m. on the same day. This is in fulfillment of the World Athletics requirement for full route closure for certified marathons. Please take precautions, follow the diversion signs, and plan your day carefully. Your story matters. ABSA.
Comprehensive coverage of local and national news, business, politics, and sports. The Sun FM News was brought to you by ABSA. Your